What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with a video. It's been a couple days since I made a video. I've been in between, working and trying to recoup some sleep because I'm seriously getting this off the ground, this podcasting thing, and sometimes you got to recoup yourself so you won't drown yourself out. And in the midst of me recouping myself, it has been reported to me uh, through the news station about the shooting of how a white man went into an Emmanuel church and shot up and killed 9 people that was praying. When I do my videos, I always want to expose the hypocrisy, or I want to expose ways that things that should have happened and stuff. But when it comes to church killings and shootings and stuff, I'm about to say something that's going to piss a whole lot of folks off. First of all, just want to give my condolences to those 9 people that died. Don't get me wrong. When somebody dies, it's always a sad thing of how people die, whether it's natural causes, murder, diseases, whatsoever. When somebody dies, we all feel it. It all affects our community and stuff. As death brings out generalization. Why? Because it's generalized. It affects us all. And if somebody's death, whether they've been wicked or not, dies and stuff, it affects us. It has a feeling on us that when we look at that person, and know and understand that that person is not going to be here anymore, and you see the grieving of the family members, whether that person is good or whether that person is bad, is going to affect the community. It's going to affect you, because you will know, you will look at that person who's no longer here and think about that could have been you. Just like those 9 people, there that has perished in this shooting. A lot of times you will think, well, shoot, if you was in that church, would that have been you? Would you been in place of one of the victims who have been shot down? So by no means I'm going to make fun or, mock people about dying and stuff. And then it's a tragedy. My condolences go out to them. But however, like I said in my videos, I've always exposed the hypocrisy that we have, and why a lot more of this stuff that happened in this church here, a lot more churches is going to be feeling this as well. Remember way back then, Creflo Dollar Church, somebody went into Creflo Dollar's church and shot up and killed somebody there. Yes, in Creflo Dollar's church. And so everybody said, well, Creflo Dollar's church, look what happened there. That wasn't right. That was a hate crime and stuff like that. But if you check my videos of judging and hypocrisy, if you check my video, Negro Outrage Hypocrisy, or the Baltimore Protest Hypocrisy, I am seeing a pattern here. And when I see a pattern here, when it involves my community, it angers me. It angers me that we can sit up there and get mad at people for killing us, but yet we want to kill each other and don't have a problem about doing it. We want to have a visual and bring the news people there and stuff and talk about how a white person kill us, but yet every single day I pick up the damn newspaper, and what am I seeing? What am I reading? I'm reading about my people killing each other. So when it's just a pattern that whenever I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing my people being killed, yes, it's sad. I don't want to see anybody lose their life. My attention is that for everybody, if they die natural cause. Don't die by a bullet. Don't die being drowned in a sea or drowned in a pond, drowned in a lake. Don't die by none of these things that could be so detrimental and torture. Die peacefully. But every time I'm turning around, my people are dying a tragic, torturous death. And that tragic, torturous death, it angers me so much that it keeps happening over and over again. But yet, y'all the people who go out there and protest Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? But y'all the one who bring everybody together whenever a white cop shoots us down. But yet, look what we're doing to each other. So to tell you the truth, I want to get into the story, and read the article, and show people, break it down like I did Umar Johnson's letter, but show people some of the things because that's been said by this white man who went into the church and killed. There's a message that he left that I believe that majority of people have missed. And here we go. It says published on June 17th, 2015. Update. Dylan Storm Roof captured in North Carolina. Update. Gunman Dylan Storm Roof 21 spares one woman telling her, tell the world what happened. Gunmen to victims. You rape our woman. Spewed a message of hate. The gunman who killed 9 people during a Bible study meeting at Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina, spewed a message of hate. Sylvia Johnson, a cousin of the church pastor Clementa Pinckney, who was killed in the attic, says a survivor told her that the gunman reloaded 5 times. He just said, I have to do it. Johnson reported the survivor saying, you raped our woman and you're taking over the country. You have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, when he's saying you rape our woman, it has been proven that, black man is not going out there raping all the time. He's not even raping half of the time. As a matter of fact, the black man that's raping, it's the numbers and the percentages is so small. So when he's talking about you raping our woman, what this white man is really saying is that he's sick and tired of seeing white women chasing after black men. That's the hidden message that he has. He's sick and tired of seeing white women chasing after the black man, whether it be in the ghetto or corporate America, or even when it comes to the athletic world or the industry world. White woman is starting to chase black men because there's something wrong with the white man and his nation, because his nation is shrinking. His nation is shrinking. For the past few years, he has been recorded a negative birth rate. So therefore, he's shrinking as a nation, and it's making the woman mad. They're taking so many drugs to get pregnant so they can bring in children after children, and it's not happening. And so, because the black man is a salt of the earth, the black Hispanic man, the Native American man is a salt of the earth, a lot more other women of other nations are starting to come to the black man. And so when he's talking about we rape his woman, he's not talking about a physical rape as a beating down, holding down, and forcing sex. Him and a lot of white men cannot stand their woman going to us. That's what it means all about. Could it be that a black man raped one of the women in this family? There's a good possibility, but then I can also counterattack that as how many this country was built on rape, rob, and murder. So what's the hypocrisy there? I could bring that up right there. When he's talking about you're taking over the world, we all know that the black man really doesn't own hardly anything. He's not in the power in the power seat making decision. It's always white people. What does he mean by taking over? Because everything that we do, everything that we put our mind to, when we get hired at a job, we know how to work like crazy. We know how to bust our ass and do a great, superb job better than anybody on this planet. Look at the best basketball players are black people. The best tennis players is who? Black people. The best football players are who? Black people. If we're constantly being put in a predicament where it's time for us to shine, we will shine and we will have no problem with it. So they develop a winter sports, and I'm telling you this: if a lot of black people start practicing and understanding winter sports, we're going to take that over too. So what is happening is this white man in here, who was writing in this letter, actually exposed his, how can I say it, insecurity. He was very, very insecure. He's seeing black people starting to rise. Because you know why? A lot of white people's going to be mad because they're going to be in the predicament where we are. Look in Las Vegas. They said what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Vegas used to be a top producing state. It used to produce so much money, but now there's empty, abandoned homes over there, and it's being filled up with white people. So you got to understand, the white people is snapping all over the place because they are being brought down the same way that we were brought down. They're living the life. They're starting to live a life that we live. They're going on welfare. They're getting their benefits cut. They're losing their jobs. They're ending up in homeless shelters. They're living out in the streets, eating out of garbage cans. So do you understand? Not understand that the last thing a white man want to see is a black man and a black woman succeeding, mainly a black man. Mainly a black man. He cannot stand to see that to succeed. So therefore, he's having this animosity. He's getting very, very angry. He left our neighborhoods to get away from us, moved into the Beverly Hills, lost his job, losing his benefits, income cut. Now he's moving back into the neighborhood of our neighborhood. So he can't stand this. He can't stand it at all. And this is going to increase more and more and more of the mindset, because when you think that these people actually want things to be equal, they have to come back to the ghetto to live next to you. It's going to piss them off even more, because every time they look at us, they look at themselves as a failure, and they want to bring up a situation that may be true or may not be true to justify their hatred even more, to kill and come after us. So it says, he just said, I have to do it. Johnson reported the survivor saying, you rape our woman, you're taking over the country, you have to go. Earlier, a local NAACP official said the killer told one woman who has not been identified that she was allowed to live so that she could tell everyone else what happened. Police confirmed that at least 3 people survived the attack, and the gunman sat with the prayer group for at least an hour before he began to shoot. That's something he sat in the prayer group. He sat in the prayer group. You could go to read even more of the article. The article is on You Got News on YouTube. Go to You Got News and type in Charleston church shooting press conference, 9 dead in hate crimes, mass killing in black church. Type in there. So even though, as I read the article a little bit to get you a taste and get you a feeling of, the hidden messages that's in this article that is actually screaming out, I want everybody to understand the mindset the things going on. If things is going to get even worse, this economy is going to tank even more. And the very same people that has been oppressed for over 400 years is going to rise, and these nations and other men is starting to hate it. They're starting to hate it because they cannot stand suffering the same suffer that we have suffered. No, they want to be us. No, but they don't want to be us. They want to be us to get our flavor, but they don't want to go through what we have to go through to stay our flavor. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to come back to part two. There's going to be a part two of this because I'm going to be dealing with the churches, and you're going to be mad.